07 everyone! In this video I want to rapidly speak about the very important changes coming in 4.5 PTU update. Armor, shields, weapons, components, everything got reworked. This upcoming patch will maybe change the way we fight on spaceships. Just remember that it's an early PTU version, so things might change, but we can see already in what direction. So let's jump straight into the essentials. One of the biggest change, every ship and ground vehicle now has armor durability. This is a new separate layer that sits between shields and hull. Armor also has damage multipliers depending on the weapon type. Ballistic physical damage is reduced by roughly 40%. Energy laser damage is increased by about 30%. This completely shifts the weapon meta. Ballistics no longer shred armor the way they used to, while lasers suddenly matter a lot more when burning through armor plates. Once armor is gone, incoming shots can penetrate into the ship and straight hitting internal components. So fights are no longer shields up, shields down, explode. You actually need to damage armor, penetrate and disable internal systems. Shields across all size classes received massive reduction. Shield HP pools are down roughly 70 to 75%. Component HP, power plants, collars, shield generators are also dropped by 30 to 50%. What does this mean? Well, shields fail quickly and internal components break a lot easier. You are going to see more situations where shields are down, armor take hits, fire starts and system fail long before your hull reaches zero. This makes defensive flying, distancing and energy management way more important. Almost every ship weapon type was rebalanced. For laser weapons, a large DPS reduction, shorter effective range, but projectiles beam speed increased, so hitting targets is easier. And lasers are now strong against armor, which makes them important. Big DPS cuts on ballistic weapons. Ammo counts increased, more sustained fire. Penetration now matters. Once armor is cracked, ballistics chew through components very effectively. Distortion weapons. Also nerfed, especially DPS. Still good for disabling, but require sustained fire. Damage per shot is lower across the board. Time to kill is longer. Tracking, projectile speed and hit consistency are much better. In summary, fights last longer, aim matters more, and choosing the right weapon type matters more than ever. This patch also introduced something very important: internal damage modeling. Weapons now have a penetration distance. If a shot bypasses armor, it can travel inside the ship and damage whatever is behind it. Components, seats, even the pilot. Fire and overheating systems are also expanded. A damaged turret or panel can catch fire, spread heat, and eventually injure or kill you inside the cockpit. This makes engineering gameplay relevant even in small ships. Self-repair mechanic. You can now perform a limited repair on some components and weapons directly from your MFD. It restores about 20% of HP. Works 1 per item. Useful mid-combat or mid-mission. But full repair still requires a station or tools. This adds a new layer of decision making. Do you burn your repair early to stay alive or save it for a critical moment, for example? Here are the biggest consequences for pilots. Shields are no longer your main defense. Armor and positioning matter more. Dogfights shift from burst DPS to attrition and accuracy. Ballistics are still deadly, but only after armor is down. Lasers become the go-to tool for stripping armor. Components break faster, expect more fire, system failures, drifting ships. Longer, more tactical fights instead of quick kill trades. The entire combat experience is now closer to what Star Citizen Vision always teased. Damage matters, system matters, engineering matters. Once again, remember this is PTU and we will see how it will come out in PU and how it will really work once live. But patch 4.5 PTU doesn't just tweak numbers, it changed the fundamental of ship combat. If you want to stay competitive, you'll need to rethink your loadouts, weapon choices, distance and how you manage your ship systems during the fight. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you found this useful and see you in the verse.